guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany, and if you're not, thanks for coming back. Today we are going to talk about my teeth. Last time y'all were here, I think 2 vlogs ago, I told you guys that I was really close to getting my braces off. And last Monday, today is Wednesday, November 2nd, so Monday, October, whatever that day was, I left New York and flew into Atlanta, and I was kind of sure but not really sure if I was gonna get my braces off. It was a whole thing, but I got them off. So I figured throughout the duration of my braces, I had so many questions on all my social media platforms and in person on my friends. People were just inquiring. So I figured I'd make a video about it because I didn't do the traditional braces route. And I kind of want to just answer all the questions and educate anyone who wants to know, who might want to do the system that I did. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Yes, Carter. Okay, I'm filming. Of course, I have my notes because I wrote down a lot of the questions. So here goes nothing. I did the 6-month cosmetic smile braces system. I'll insert videos and pictures throughout this video so you can see everything I'm referencing, because I'm a visual learner, so if I can see it, it helps me a little bit. This system is different from a regular braces system. It's an expedited braces system, and they're clear braces. So that means your brackets are clear, and for the most part, your wires are clear. So they are pretty undetectable unless you are up close on someone's face, or if, like at me, at the end, I had the rubber bands, which is where you guys have seen me the most, is in rubber band land. But it is a 6 to 12 month system. They tell you it takes anywhere from 6 to 12 months. It is for people who have not so problematic teeth, like maybe just a few adjustments, some crowding, some spacing issues. That is what I had. I had lower crowding on the bottom, and then my 2 front teeth overlap. I had crowding on my lower teeth, and my 2 top teeth overlapped. I had braces in middle school in 7th and 8th grade. I had the traditional metal braces and did not wear my retainer. And the main reason I didn't wear it is because it hurt, and I'll get more into that later. But I just stopped wearing it because I was like, this is painful and I don't like it. So yeah, this was my second go around, and because I didn't need the traditional braces, this was the route that I went. I went to Pure Dental Atlanta. Well, actually, I went to Pure Dental Buckhead. It is in Atlanta, Georgia, in the center of Buckhead. If you know, you know. I have previously been going to Pure Dental Dunwoody for just my maintenance, my dental maintenance, my teeth cleanings. I have had some periodontal work done. My gums were in pretty bad shape after years of not having health insurance and not going to the dentist. My gums were this close to having gum disease, and so they were seeing me for regular maintenance, cleaning of my gums, which is a whole nother story. I did all of my dental work through them, so I had to do probably about, and this is with insurance, had to do probably about $6,000 worth of work before I could even get to my braces. I needed so many fill-ins. I needed 1 crown. Like, I was a wreck because I went through all these years of not having health insurance and just didn't go to the dentist, so my teeth were falling apart. So before you even think about braces, as an adult at least, you have to make sure your teeth are in good health to carry these braces, which is what I did through Pure Health Dunwoody. And when I expressed to them I wanted to get braces, or I was, inquiring about Invisalign or all my options, they referred me to their Buckhead office because they do not do orthodontics in their office. So that's how I ended up at Pure Dental Buckhead. So I just mentioned Invisalign or traditional metal braces, and I'm gonna kind of explain why I went this route. Invisalign, I just knew was not for me. The having to switch out trays and make sure I always had my trays in. I didn't want to be responsible for all that. I wanted just to get it done and get it over with, and I'd rather a few months of not being pretty or whatever, having the braces on my mouth, than having to keep up with the Invisalign. And everyone I know that's had Invisalign has had it for a really long time, like 18 months, and I didn't want to go through that. And like I've seen people throw their trays away, lose their trays, have to like start over, and I didn't want that, and I knew I wasn't responsible enough to do it the right way, the first way. So Invisalign was out for me. And then traditional braces, I wasn't opposed to them. I just ended up hearing about these and was told I didn't need the traditional braces. So I was like, duh, I'm not gonna get those. So that's kind of why I decided on this system. The cost was $4,500. I came completely out of pocket. My insurance did not cover braces. I don't know if it was specifically this system because it was cosmetic or because I just didn't need them medically. Like I wasn't referred to them, I asked for them. I didn't go into like full on investigating on why I wasn't approved. I was pretty much told up front, you're probably not going to get any coverage for this. So I paid $4,500 in total for everything. I put down $1,000 at first, and then I did a payment plan for $310 a month. And my specific office is really good about like helping you through that, talking you through it. If you need to keep your braces on a little bit longer to like draw out the payment plan, they were willing to discuss that as well. So I did the 1,000 up front. From February to October, I paid the 310, and then I had like a $700 balance that I paid at the end last Monday to get them off. So that is the total cost. And we'll talk about later if I feel like it was worth it. I had Cigna for my dental insurance, and Cigna did not cover any of it. They did not cover any of the braces. All right, so let's get into pain, discomfort, what it felt like, yada, yada, yada. So the day I got the braces on, there was no pain. And it was super quick too. I didn't feel any pain. Now, again, I have had braces before, so I kind of had a mental of what to expect, or kind of thought, Carter, I already knew what to expect. So in my mind, I was like expecting really soreness, a lot of soreness and things like that afterwards. In my mind, I was expecting a lot of soreness, tightness, all those things from before when I had metal braces. But to be honest, the day I got them and the day after, I was totally fine. She did have to do a little bit of IPR, which is really like filing of your teeth to make space. Like I said, I had a lot of crowding on the bottom, so it's almost like a nail file. If you think about like the metal nail files, I don't even think they use them or have them anymore, but like back in the day, they used to have like metal nail files. It was like literally like that, and she put it in between my teeth and sawed away at them to make space, so when my teeth started to shift, there was space because there was so much crowding. Did it hurt? Sometimes, because I had to get it done a few times. I don't want to say hurt, it was just discomfort, and on a scale of 1 to 10, the discomfort was probably like a 6. It just was uncomfortable, but I got through it. So let me say this, traditionally, I think when you have braces, you go to the orthodontist every month. With this system, you go every 2 to 3 weeks because, again, it's expedited. So every 2 to 3 weeks I was going, and sometimes I'd have to get the IPR, sometimes I wouldn't. I get my bands changed, I started to get a power chain, or she just changed out your wires, and there is that like tightness, the soreness afterwards, and you have to like be careful what you're eating. So you take some Tylenol, some Advil, but nothing was like unbearable ever. At best, just annoying. You get the little sores every now and then with the wires rubbing against your gums when they're new, so you have to use the wax. But this is all like what is to come with braces. It just is like discomfort, and you just manage and get through it. Nothing was unbearable. Through my 9 months, I had it for almost 9 months exactly. I think I got my braces on January 29th or 28th, and I got them off on October 24th. So it was just shy of 9 months, 10 months, 10 months, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 9 months, 9 months. And I kind of went through it. You just go through the motions. The rubber bands are super annoying. They are. And as you get closer, they get tighter and tighter. The last set of rubber bands, I think it was like the chickmunk. They have like animals that correspond with like the size of them. I think I was on the chickmunk. The way these rubber bands were popping in my mouth, if I yawned, if I opened my mouth to laugh too wide, they were popping in my mouth and like flying to the back of my throat, and like trying to get them on if I had on any kind of nails. Y'all know I wear press-ons. They were so hard to get on, but you do what you gotta do because you're paying all this money to get straight teeth, so you're gonna do what you have to do. But no pain. I will not say the word pain. I don't think I experienced any pain, but discomfort. I didn't have the traditional metal braces. I had clear brackets, and in the beginning I had white wires, so you really couldn't see. And then as I went on, the wires had to get thicker and they weren't white anymore. They were more silver, but you still couldn't really see them. They also weren't the traditional metal brackets that they like really cement down to your teeth. So these brackets I had were easy to pop off, and I did have a few that popped off, and they tell you if they pop off, don't worry, it's not an emergency, just when you come to your next appointment we'll fix them. They do kind of, if they pop off and you have like 2 weeks before your next appointment, they can kind of derail your progress and slow it down, but again, it's not an emergency. It kind of feels weird, but not a big deal. So I think I had maybe overall 7 or 8 throughout the whole process of my brackets that popped off, and my orthodontist assistant just put them back on when I went back into the office. My biggest thing with these braces though was, traditionally you can't have popcorn, you can't have bubble gum, any hard candy, the things you're not allowed to eat. But for me, the big thing was like the staining of these clear brackets. So I couldn't have curry, which I love. I couldn't have turmeric, which I like to eat in my food, but also put in my like juices and stuff. I couldn't drink green juices because they were turning my rubber bands yellow. So then it looked like I had yellow teeth. And sometimes, I'm not gonna hold y'all, I didn't care. I ate what I wanted to eat. But having to like refrain from eating the foods that I really liked, or not realizing a food that I was eating was going to turn my braces yellow, was annoying. But again, just something you deal with because the end result is straight teeth. My neighbor's dog is insane. So overall, the experience, I give it an 8 out of 10. Like, it was a great experience as far as braces are concerned. I only had them on for 9 months. No pain. It was a good experience for the end result, which is greatness. Dental office that I went to, that experience I'm gonna have to give like a 5.5 out of 10. The first few months were great. I had nothing but good things to say. My reviews were great. And then slowly but surely, like, communication got a little hard. There was some situations where I was trying to get in touch with like the front desk, and you have to go through a call center, and no one was calling me back for like 2 weeks, and it just was a little tough in that regard. And then the last appointment I had where I got my braces off, I saw a different orthodontist assistant. The whole time I had been seeing the same lady, and I saw a new guy, and he was phenomenal. He was so helpful. He educated me on so many things that I had not been educated on the whole system. Like, things I had no idea about, he told me about in this one appointment. And I was like, I can't believe I've gone this whole time without knowing this. He was so gracious. He was so kind. And not that the lady before me wasn't, but realizing what I didn't get made me realize, like, dang, I kind of missed out on an even better experience. I can't remember his name, but he was phenomenal. I think he's like the clinic manager there. He was outstanding. So 20 out of 10 to him. He was so great in educating me on post-treatment and all these things. So I'd say, I ended up having to get on the phone with the manager one time. Like, it just, communication-wise, I was a little disappointed. And I loved Pure Dental in Dunwoody, so I wasn't expecting anything different in Buckhead. And again, in the beginning, it was great, but there was just some breakdowns that I didn't appreciate, and how they handled me as a customer was a little disappointing. But the experience with the braces, I have to separate with the experience with the office. So if you're looking to get these braces, I say look into it, find an office around you, and go for it, because it only took 9 months and I love the results. I am now in the process of bleaching my teeth. I think I'm on my third bleaching situation. I'm gonna put in what they look like before my first day bleaching, and I've been doing them back to back to back to back. So I'm on my third day, and I love the results. Like I said, I just like can't believe these are my teeth. I do also have a whole playlist on my TikTok. It's called Braces, where I like have like it's just a more in depth, and you can see it as it goes. So there's that if you want to see kind of like the progression from January to now. But that's really it. Those are all the questions I think I can remember, or things I felt were important to tell. I do recommend it. I do think it was worth the $4,500. I would do it again. I don't regret it, especially because I didn't drop the $4,500 all at once. I was able to set up a payment plan, which was great. If you're interested in it, I would definitely recommend. I did not go into the dentist's office even knowing about this, so I can't tell you much more than what I've already told you, but I would say there's a ton of information. Google it and let me know if you are interested or you end up going for it. I wish you all the best. I hope this video was informational. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media platforms. And until the next one, see you later.